Hi, welcome to Saturday Dance Class with me, Lizzy. Today we are going to continue learning how to Irish step dance. Thank you guys so much for joining us again on this really nice Saturday afternoon. I hope you guys had a chance to go outside, walk around. The weather is beautiful, but now it's time to do some Irish step dancing again. So if you're just joining us for the first time, my name is Lizzy, and we are going to do a little bit of stretching before we get started. We're going to go over some of the things that we went over the last couple weeks. I think we're now on to our 4th week of learning how to Irish step dance, so we're pretty much professionals at this point. We're going to go over some reels and some jigs, and we're also going to go over today how to do our skip 2-3s. Which is a really fun thing that you can learn here in your house. And then you can do it outside, you can do it in the grocery store, and you can pretty much skip 2-3 anywhere. So it'll be a really fun thing to learn. But first and foremost, we're always going to get started with a really nice stretch just to get our legs and our feet all warmed up to make sure that we're ready to move. So I'm going to back up just a little bit so you can see me. You want to sit on the floor to start. My dog Spike is going to be with us today, as well as probably my dog Belle. And of course, my assistant teacher and husband, Chris, will probably pop in at the end to help us with some things as always. So if you want to get seated on the floor, if you have a mat, you can pull out a mat. I just like to sit right here on the floor. We're not going to be down here for long. So we're going to get started. I'll back myself up just so you can see. Well, Spike, you got to get out of the camera so you can't see Facebook. It's not all about you. It's not. So you want your feet to be together and your knees are away from you. So this is our butterfly stretch. And we're going to lift our hands all the way up. We want our backs to be nice and straight and tall. We're going to bring our arms up like someone's pulling us out of a chair. And we're going to lean forwards really nice and slowly. I always like to say to my younger students that we're just reaching for a big bowl of candy. And we're stretching over all the way, and we're going to stand ourselves or sit ourselves back up. Reach like someone's pulling you out of that chair again. And then you're going to come all the way forwards, reaching all the way down. Nice and easy, trying to bring your knees away from your body as much as you can, stretching out the insides of the legs, our hip flexors. We're going to sit up nice and tall. I'm going to back up just so you can see my feet a little bit. Actually, I'll turn to the side so you can see my feet and my ankles, just so they have a good view there. Oh, and here's Belle too, my other dog. We want our backs to be nice and straight, and our legs are completely out in front of us. For now, we're going to have our feet pointed. So as you look down at your toes, you want to think that from your hip all the way down to your legs is one straight long line. Especially where your ankle connects. So if everyone can kind of point to their ankles and kind of figure out where they are, your ankle and your foot should have the same line. We don't really like to see a line like this or like that. We want to think that your foot is really pulling towards the ground all the way. Flexing is one thing, pointing is another. Pointing, you want to think that your feet are all the way down, pulling towards the ground. So we're going to keep with pointed because in Irish step dancing, the majority of what we do is pointed. I would say about 98 to 99% of what we do is in a pointed position, similar to ballet. So our legs are going to be nice and straight. We're going to take those arms up, nice and high, just like what we were doing before. And we're going to stretch all the way over, really nice and long here. And again, if it's your shins that you're touching or your ankles or however you want to go over, you really just want to make sure that you feel the stretch in the backs of your legs. We're going to be doing some kicks today, so I want to make sure your legs are warmed up and ready to go. Now, as you're over here, flex those feet towards you. So try to pull on those toes slightly. Don't yank on them. Nice and easy. Pulling on those toes, you'll feel that as you flex your feet, you'll feel it more down into your calves here and then still going up through your hamstrings as well. So I want everyone to sit up nice and tall and take those feet nice and flexed. Make some ankle circles with those ankles. The ankles get a lot of work in Irish dancing. Again, like I said, because we're always on our toes. Similar to ballet, you need those really strong legs and especially your ankles because that's supporting you being on your toes, pointing those feet and really getting a nice connection from ankle to foot. So nice circles all the way to the outside. Now we're going to take those circles to the inside, thinking that you're drawing that circle on that piece of paper, really getting those feet warmed up. One of my favorite exercises to have some of my more competitive students do is ankle strengthening and ankle rotation is really great for any type of dance. But what I do is I have them draw the alphabet with just one foot. So you take one foot and you go all the way through the alphabet and you draw it with just your foot, rotating your ankle through A, B, C, D, etc., all the letters. So that's a fun thing to do maybe on some of your free time if you just want to, practice the alphabet and practice it with your foot and your ankle. So we're just going to take one more stretch. We're going to take ourselves up. So let's just come to standing. And we're going to put our feet in that first position. So for those of you who have been with us the last couple of weeks, you know that our first position is our ankles together and our toes apart. In Irish step dancing, the majority of what we do is turned out. So our feet are turned out, again, similar to ballet. So we're just going to take our arms up really nice and tall and stretch all the way over and just stretch in that nice standing position. You can let your body hang over the legs, nice and easy, stretching out a little bit more here, standing up. And then let's try to take it in our fifth position. If everyone remembers our fifth position, you can point your right foot out in front of you and then close it in so your right heel is touching your left big toe. So your feet are in a little bit more of a cross position. Same thing, you're going to take your hands up and then just hang over those legs in that crossed position, stretching out those legs in a different type of a way because they are crossed, and that's where we do, again, a lot of our dancing there. Awesome. So I'm going to put some tunes on for us, and what we're going to do is we're going to warm up our toes by walking on tiptoes like we always do because, again, our feet have to be really, really warmed up, and I'm just going to get a little closer to the camera here. In Irish step dancing, we are very high in the toes. It's not like down here barely off the heels. It's really elevated heels all the way up. So we'll get some Irish tunes for us just so we have something fun to listen to as we're walking around on those toes. And we will warm the toes up and then we will get ourselves going. Okay, so I'm going to put our music over here. So I want everyone just to back up to the furthest part of your room, just to have enough room to walk forwards. So our first way of walking our toes is just literally on the toes, warming those toes up all the way, just making sure that you have that balance. And like I've been saying the last couple of weeks, that balance comes from your core. My older students really know exactly where their core is. For my younger students, I like to say that your core is kind of like the trunk of your tree. So if the trunk of your tree is weak, you fall over. But if the trunk of your tree is nice and stable, it keeps that tree upright. Because in Irish dance, we're very, very tall and upright. So when you think about the trunk of your tree, your core being nice and tight, that's everything from your hips all the way up to your shoulders. So this whole middle section is your trunk of your tree and your core. So as we're just walking around on tiptoes, nice and easily, just getting those legs warmed up, I want to remind everyone about our posture. So if everyone can just come down to flat feet just for a second, I'll back up. Put your hands out in front of you like this, thumbs in, fingers over your thumbs, so you're making fists, and then we're going to put those arms back by your side. So you want to make sure that your posture is nice. You're thinking really, really tall. Your shoulders are back. Your rolled back up and away from you. And you kind of can just grow a couple inches taller, really, really nice and tall. So we'll try that again. We'll actually get ourselves into our fifth position. So point that right foot in front of you. Now, draw that leg into your right heel, touching your left big toe. So those legs are crossed. Now, in cross position, we'll turn up on our tippy toes and walk forward all the way, trying to keep those legs crossed. So one is in front of the other one. So you can see my legs are making that X shape. And we're going up on our toes, all the way up, really, really high. And we are just getting ourselves ready. I think my Instagram just paused itself just for a second. And we'll go back. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. So legs are nice and crossed, really, really high up on our tippy toes. So we'll come back down. And let's put our opposite foot in front. So opposite foot in front, up on our tippy toes, really nice and high. All the way toes, all the way up, all the way really nice and high. Walking around your roots, getting those legs really, really up on our tiptoes. Okay, so everyone should be feeling pretty good about being up on their toes, warm and ready to go. So I'll pause our music, and we're gonna first start by going over one of our real steps. So for those of you guys who have been joining us the last couple weeks, you may remember one of our real steps. So we will start by going over it slowly. So for those of you guys who are new, you might be able to catch on, and then we'll learn something completely new today. So it'll be new for everyone. So our first real step starts in that crossed position. Our arms are down and we're up on our toes, and we start with our points. We have hop point, hop up behind, hop back, step, step. And then we point again with our opposite foot. Hop point, hop up behind, hop back, step, step. Then we have our cuts. We have cut, 2, 3, keep that same foot in front, cut, 2, 3. Then we have that point again, hop point, hop up behind, hop back, 2, 3. Now, I'm sure that you guys remember our points, but just something so that we really, really remember what our points are, we'll do a little bit of our drill to get our points perfectly. So we do points in a lot of our steps, our real steps and our jigs. And a point is when you're up on your toes and you extend that front leg forwards and you're balancing on your back foot. The back foot is still up on tippy toes, and that front foot is extending and tapping the floor super, super lightly. So what I want to do to get ourselves warmed up is we'll do a little exercise where we tap our toe and point 8 times on each side, on each leg, right and left foot, and then we'll just go down in progression. 8 times, 4 times, 2 times, and then we'll go back and forth with the legs. So it'll look like this. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're keeping count with our toes, and then we'll reverse it to our opposite leg. And we'll do that to some music just so you guys can start hearing the beat of the music, and we can incorporate some counting as well. So we'll do that, and then we'll go back to our step just so that we are able to hear that. Okay, so we'll back ourselves up. I want everyone to be in that 5th position. One of my legs is just extended out, and it's really making a long line. But what's happening with your back foot is you're on your toe the whole entire time. So balancing as you're hopping on one foot. It may look fairly easy, but if we're not used to balancing up on a toe in the back and landing on a toe, it can be a little bit difficult at first. So we'll do that drill again just so that we are working on extending the legs forward and also working on our balance and staying up really high on tiptoes, because that's super important. So we'll do that one more time. Super long there and really doing a lot of toe work. So now we'll go over that point and point step a few more times, and it might come back a little bit easier. So we have our right foot is in front, and we have hop, point, hop it behind, hop back, step, step. Opposite foot, hop, point, hop it behind, hop back, step, step. Now remember to cross. Cut, 2, 3, 4. Oops, not 4, it's 3. Cut, 2, 3, cut, 2, 3. Here are your points. Hop, point, hop it behind, hop back, 2, 3. So in reel, we do a lot of counting in 3, if you've noticed. So we have hop, point, hop back, 2, 3. And then we have our cut, 2, 3, cut, 2, 3. So a lot of our counts end in that 3. So it's a really good thing to remember when we're counting for reel, because we're going to switch over to our light jigs, and that counting is going to be a little bit different. So let's try this reel step again. Point your right foot forwards, up on your tippy toes, ready, 5, 6, ready, and hop, point, hop it behind, hop back, 2, 3. Opposite foot, hop, point, hop it behind, hop back, 2, 3. Now our cuts, cut, 2, 3, cut, 2, 3, hop, point, hop it behind, hop back, 2, 3. Good, that was great. And all that whole time, trying to really keep those legs nice and crossed. So it seems like it's time for assistant teacher time, Chris, to join us so that he can show us that step and I can maybe show some corrections so that you can kind of see. Chris is now sporting a quarantine mustache for all of you who have been following along. He did not have a mustache last week, so really a fun time. And our household here really just doing great with our quarantine facial hair. So
killing it.
Yeah, very much so. So we are going to get started. Chris is going to get started with just going over that point and point, hop back, 2, 3 step. You have your 2 points and then your cuts. So we'll do it together as a group, and you can follow along, and then Chris will do it, and I'll add some corrections, just like if I had my students in front of me. So we'll get started. Our right foot is pointing in front of us. We are pointing our right foot. Good. Up on your tippy toes. Ready? 5, 6. Ready. And hop, point, hop it behind, hop back, 2, 3. Opposite foot. Hop, point, hop it behind, hop back, 2, 3. Now our cuts. Cut, 2, 3. Cross your feet. Cut, 2, 3. Cross your feet. Hop, point, hop it behind, hop back, 2, 3. Good. So Chris is going to try that. Maybe he's going to try it with the music since it seems like he knows it so well.
Oh boy.
So we'll have some music and I will give him some cues. So Chris, remember where your arms are by your side. Very good. So we'll pick a nice tune and I will count him off. So Chris, can you give us a 5th position? Yes, good. Your heel is to your big toe. And I will get the music going. Now, does anyone remember the rules about our cut 2, 3s? Chris, do you remember the rule?
No.
Well, I remember the rule, and maybe some of you guys remember the rules out there. Our cut 2, 3s, every single time you do a cut, let's say your right foot is doing that cut. So you're kind of cutting up through the air, up to your hip. Whatever foot does the cut is the foot that stays in front. So if I decide to do my cut with my right foot, it is staying in front, and I'm also going that direction. So cut, 2, 3, right foot in front, cut, 2, 3, right foot in front, and that left foot just follows, and it also follows crossed too. So we are going to learn a brand new step, and I thought it'd be fun if Chris and I learned it together. Chris has actually never seen this step, so it'd be fun to do it all together as a group. So this is our jig step. It's a light jig step. So like I was saying before, with our reels, we like to count in groups of 3. 1, 2, 3. And our light jigs, we count 1, 2, 3, 4. So just as a reminder, we're going to be doing a little bit more of light little steps. So you want to think counts of 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's quick.
Okay.
A reminder that our light jigs are very, very quick moving. So I will preview the first part of our light jig. So your right foot is going to be in front, and you're going to have jump 2 feet off the floor together, keeping those legs in the same spot. You're not going to switch your feet. So you have jump up in the air and keep those legs, right foot's in front, no switching. So jump, and then you're going to take that right foot and you're going to kick it up in the air straight. Now, I always like to tell everyone, you want to lift that leg straight up in front of you. There's no bend in the knee. We are not in karate. Some of us out there might be, which is awesome. And I love to see those bends in the knees with those karate kicks, but Irish step dancers never bend their knees when they kick. So it's a very straight lift. I'll show you to the side. Straight lift. So that quad is doing all the work by just bringing that leg straight up in the air. So you have jump together, straight kick, and then you take that right leg, hop back, 2, 3, 4. So you hop up behind and crossed. So I'll show that to you again. Right foot is in front, jump, right kick, hop up behind, hop back, 2, 3, 4. So you see step, 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 step. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so do you want to try that together?
Yes.
Okay, so your right foot is in front, and you're going to just jump up with 2 feet together, and they're going to be squeezed together. So you have jump, kick that right, kick, hop up behind, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Now when you're doing the 4 steps, I love to say back, 2, 3, 4. You could, as a reminder, tell yourself back, front, back, front. You're going back and forth with your weight there. So jump, kick, hop, back, 2, 3, 4. The first step is back, front, just as a little reminder there. So let's try that again. We're actually going to complete this 2 times in a row. So let's do that together. Up on your tippy toes. 5, 6, ready, and jump, kick your right, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Now we have to switch our feet as we jump. So we're going to jump up and we're going to switch our feet in the air. Switch. Now kick your right again. Kick, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. So did you guys see that switch? We've just completed our first jump, kick, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Now we want to do it again exactly the same way. So we have to switch our legs, and we switch our legs on the jump. Switch. And again, you stay up on those toes and your legs are crossed. So let's do those 2 parts put together, remembering about our switch and also remembering about keeping up on toes and keeping our legs crossed. Mm-hmm. Okay, arms are down, posture is good. We're up on our toes with our right foot in front. 5, 6, ready, and jump, kick, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Switch your feet, switch, right kick, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Now, this part is really fun. This is probably the only time that I'll tell you guys you don't have to cross your feet. So everyone has their left foot in front. Your legs are crossed at this point. Now we're going to do something fun. I like to kind of call this the bunny step. Ooh. Yes, it is fun, very fun. So your left foot is in front, and you're going to jump with your feet not crossed, which is crazy for Irish dancing. You're going to jump to the front, to the back, step out, step crossed. So it's kind of like a hopscotch almost, if anyone remembers hopscotch. So your left foot is in front. You're going to jump to the front, to the back, open, cross your feet. And when you cross, that right foot's going to be in front. So let's try to put those 2 parts together. It's really fun. It's a really hoppy, jumpy step that's really, really fun to do around the house. So we have our jump, kick, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Switch, kick, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Jump front, jump back, jump open, cross your feet. So let's try to do it all together.
Okay.
Right foot's in front. We're up on our tippy toes. 5, 6, ready, and jump, right kick, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Switch your feet, switch, kick, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Now your jumps, jump front, jump back, jump open, cross your feet. Yeah, that looked good. So we only have 1 more part to end this step. So do you think that we can move on, or do you think we should do that one more time?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Add on. Okay. So we've just completed jump front, jump back, jump open, cross your feet. Your right foot is now in front. You have your ending. You have right kick, hop behind, and then a big one, hop back, 2, 3, 4. So let's try that again. Our right foot is in front. We've just done our last jump, crossed our feet, and we bring our right kick up, hop back, and then we do a big hop back, 2, 3, 4 with our opposite foot. Hop back, 2, 3, 4. Now, if anyone remembers about our big hop back, 2, 3, 4s, as that foot comes back and through, we want it to be pointed all the way as we bring it behind. So remember, as soon as it leaves the floor, pointed, 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 and bring it behind. So let's try that right kick one more time. Our right foot is in front. We have right kick, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Good. Do you think we have it?
Yes.
Okay, good. Well, Chris thinks we have it, so hopefully all of you guys have it. So let's put it all together. Fingers crossed. So right foot's in front. We have our 2 jump, kick, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Jump, kick, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Jump front, jump back, jump open, jump across your feet, then kick, hop back, 2, 3, 4. So let's try that. Right foot's in front. Ready? 5, 6. Ready, and jump, kick, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Switch, kick, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Jump front, jump back, jump open, cross your feet. Right kick, kick, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Good. I think that was good.
Yeah.
You want to try that with music?
Nope.
Okay, well, I'm going to try it with music and see if you guys can keep up with the music. Assistant Chris might sit down for just a second. Maybe
We're going to try.
You're going to try.
It's not going to go well.
Oh, okay. Well, he's going to try. We're all going to try together, okay? I'm going to get some light jig music, and we'll try it. Definitely as a disclaimer, light jig is very quick. It's a quick style of dance, but we have some slow down music. And see if we can just speed ourselves up without that push of the music, okay? So in Irish step dancing, if you've ever seen it, what makes it so impressive is how quick moving it is. So we're just going to infuse a little bit more energy into this, get our feet moving a little bit quicker, and see if we can do it one time without the music, and then another time with the music. Okay, ready? Up on our tippy toes. Arms are down. 5, 6. Ready, and jump, kick, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Switch, kick, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Jump front, jump back, jump open, jump closed. Kick, hop back, 2, 3, 4. Good. Okay, not too bad. Were our feet crossed?
Yes.
I don't know if that's completely truthful, but we can try that again. Last time with music. And I always like to go over some things to think about. So when I'm dancing, I like to think about staying up on my tippy toes, crossing my legs, keeping my arms by my side, always pointing my toes. So there's a lot of things that we should be thinking about as we're dancing. So just like little reminders before we start, kind of going over that little checklist. Okay, am I up on my tippy toes? Are my arms where they're supposed to be? Because Irish step dancing, just like any other sport or style of dance, has a lot of things we have to remember. So always good to keep our minds working quickly. Let me see your 5th position. That heel is to the big toe, legs are crossed really, really nicely. Nice tight cross. Down, good. Just walk. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up, 5, 6, 7, and jump, kick, hop back to 3, 4. Switch, kick, hop back to 3, 4. Jump front, jump back, jump open, jump close. Oh, got you. That one got you. Okay, so what that means is probably a little bit more time for some practice.
Should probably practice.
Yes. So we're going to go over one more thing before we sign off today, because I said that we were going to go over some skips. And time got away from us just a little bit, like always. But we're going to quickly go over some skips. I love doing skips. Even at my age, you can find me skipping around my house or sometimes the local grocery stores, just because it just, I'm a dancer. I like to skip around and think about steps. So skipping is really, really fun at any age, whether you're young or you're a little bit older. Learning how to skip in a specific Irish dance way is different than just kind of skipping for fun. So we're going to learn. I don't think you know how to skip properly. So just like with everything in Irish dance, we are going to be crossing our legs. So that's a little bit different than just kind of like skipping around the playground. There's a couple rules to be thinking about. So we're always going to start with our feet together. We're going to be up on our tippy toes, and we're going to start with a cut. So we went over those cuts in our real steps at the beginning. Those cuts just start and you bring that leg up to the top. It's just kind of a way to kind of start yourself, because you need that momentum to be moving forwards. Your skips are always going to be taking you forward. So you have cut, step, 2, 3. Now we're back to real timing, so it's 3. So I always like to say cut, front, back, front. Those little steps, front, back, front. And they're nice and tight crossed together. So you have cut 1, 2, 3, and then you bring that back foot from behind up, 1, 2, 3, up, 1, 2, 3, up, 1, 2, 3. So every time you move forwards and switch legs, you bring it up to your bum and you push yourself forwards. So I'll show you how that goes. Let's try to get all the way back here. You have cut, 1, 2, 3, up, 1, 2, 3, up, 1, 2, 3, up, 1, 2, 3. Good. So you're really just bringing that leg up to your bum, doing 3 steps. Bring your leg up to your bum, doing 3 steps. Always transferring those feet. Foot from the back comes to the front. Foot from the back comes to the front. So we'll try that again, and then we'll put in some music, and then we'll be all done for today. Up on your tippy toes. Ready? 5, 6. Ready, and cut. 1, 2, 3. Up. 1, 2, 3. Up. 1, 2, 3. Up. 1, 2, 3. Good. And that's to our real music. We normally skip to real music. You can find this in Ceilidh dancing and group dancing, social Irish dancing, and things like that. So it's always fun to be able to know your skip 2, 3s. We will do this to a real song, just so you can hear the tune, and then we will be we don't have a ton of space to show you a lot of big skips. But if you do have a backyard or maybe a park nearby, you can practice your skips in a bigger amount of space other than our small living room here or dining room. So thank you, Assistant Chris, again for joining us and helping. And thank you guys so much for joining us again today. I really hope that you enjoyed more Irish dance classes and are continuing to have fun and learn. What I'm going to do is, if I can, I may actually post some coloring pages in the comments on Facebook. So if you do have any younger people in your family that have been watching and following the Irish dance classes, they are really fun pages that they can color and have some fun with. There's more activities that you guys can do. So if I can, I might post those in the comments, just so that we have some extra things and your kids or nieces, nephews, whoever is watching can have some fun with some more coloring. So thank you guys again so much. I hope you enjoy the beautiful weather today. Facebook, I will see you later. You may see me on Tuesday mornings. I have my bar classes at 7 a.m. Hopefully I'll see you guys then. See you later. And